most. From the depths of adversity, they found a way to turn their pain into an unstoppable driving force. I often say we must all suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And I'm here to tell you, the pain of discipline weighs ounces while the pain of regret weighs tons. You're here because you felt pain. We all have. Maybe you were knocked down by a setback, a dream that didn't work out, a relationship that ended badly, a job lost, a struggle with your health, whatever it was that pain threatened to keep you down. But I'm going to let you in on a secret. That pain can be the catalyst for your greatest achievements, the fuel for your wildest success, because triumph is born from the ashes.
Yes, man. Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name's Gerald Peters. Always remember, whatever it is you think about comes about. Whatever it is you focus on grows. That's what Jim Rohn was just saying there. Pain, trauma. Your mess is your message. Man, I was going to talk about one thing and I feel led to talk about another. We're going to bring Jessica on here. Jess, she's been in the MFG, what, 2.5 years?
Yeah, August will be 2.5 years.
Woo, 2.5 years. And that's pre-COVID or during COVID? That's during COVID.
Kind of like right after.
Right
like,
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible
like February.
times.
Yeah, horrible time. As soon as I got in,
as soon as you joined, the stock market
tanked.
crashed.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people. I call that, you got to get on the train. Like everybody gets on the train one day. And a friend of mine, I was showing him E-Trade and shit. And they were like, well, stock market just hit all-time highs. You know, he's like, should I wait? I don't know, man. Like, it could keep going. I mean, just because
he has nothing,
but it's a psychological thing in people's head, and when it's going up, it feels like it's going to keep going, and when it's going down, you know, it's you don't know. Every day is different. Every day is unique. Every day, we don't know the events that are going to come. Same in day trading. It could be obvious that it's going to go up, and then someone tweets and it goes down. That's simple. So I think you just get on when you have money, right? I mean,
right.
And you know, you could put half in and then drip the rest in. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why I hate that question. If I had $10,000, what would you invest in? I go, read the Peters report. Look what I did yesterday. Do that. That's what I would do. Like if you hand me money, I would do what I did, you know?
Yeah, what you did yesterday.
Why would I tell you something different? And no one ever understands that. I'm like, go read right here. You see what I did? That's what I would do. That's what I just did. Like, so I don't know. It's a weird question. Or what's the best dividend stock? I don't know what that means. Does that mean which one is done the best? Well, that doesn't sound like the best investment to me. Like it's already done good, right?
Yeah.
So then it must mean like find you a really shitty company that might do well. That would be the best investment. And usually, I mean, so it depends on what you mean by best. They don't know what they mean.
Yeah, they're not asking the right question.
They're not asking the right questions. That's most of it. That's the stock market, guys. That's everything. Real estate is a lot of times we don't know the right questions. You know, people will ask me, what's the top your favorite 10 books? And it's like, oh yeah, I don't have fuck else to do. Let me stop and write you a list. But I'm thinking 10, okay? Mine, you don't have to die broke. The Money Flow Trading System. We have a book coming out. I would get that. I would just get all of my shit. That's what I would do because that's what I do. That's right. It's the same answer. I would do what I did yesterday. You know, there's unlimited books in the world. There's not 10. Like, I don't know. How many, you don't read books, do you?
I mean, I start them. I don't usually finish them all.
That's the thing about books. Right. That's why
it's easier with audio.
What's that?
Sometimes it's easier with the audio.
Right. My last book, I sold It was 42 pages. And I feel like that was enough. Like,
Yeah, that's perfect. It's not
You-
some 300-page thing.
yeah, I got this motivation one the other day, and it was like how to find peace, happiness. It's a cool title. It's like 300 pages. And I'm like, wow, we can't summarize this. That's funny.
Yeah,
Man.
that's a lot. You might as well just go on YouTube and like look up the book review.
Yeah.
Or Google like the summary of the book.
Right. And, I think, because you've been working with me as I was researching. And I think when you're doing that, you're not trying to read like the color of the, it's not fantasy reading. You're trying to find nuggets, facts, like shit, so sometimes I'll get books and burn through them because I'm looking for one particular thing,
Yeah.
Or,
You're not always going to finish the whole book.
you know who Dave Ramsey is?
Yeah.
It says, can you see this on your screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 59 and I do not have any money in retirement. Bookkeeper from Florida joins a growing wave of American seniors heading for broke retirement. Dave Ramsey sees solution. Now, I got some solutions.
Sounds like my parents' generation.
Right. There's a lot of these, man. That's why I titled my book, You Don't Have to Die Broke, because I'm going to be honest with you. Almost everyone I know is dying broke. And I mean that, like people that I know. And so if I know them, everyone that you probably know, life just eats up your money. That's part of the problem. And people give up the biggest component, which is time. And I think, that was the other article that I found here. How to make the most of your wealth after 65. Well, what they're talking about here is if you saved a shit ton, you're fixing to be really, your compounding after 65 is enormous. Let's see what he says. Despite the narrative that older Americans had it easy and are extremely wealthy, the data shows wealthy disparity within the baby boom generation. Some seniors own multiple properties and secure source of cash flow. Fuck those greedy landlords. While others, like Mary from Florida, face bleak future. Commercial real estate has beaten the stock market for 25 years. Really? But only the super rich could buy. Oh, that's a fucking ad. Like, what are you talking about? I knew that was bullshit when I started reading because it's not true. Oh, continue reading. I hate the way they do this. A recent published U.S. Education Pensions uncovered a retirement crisis. Nearly half of Americans age 55 had no retirement savings, while 1 in 4 Americans over the age 65 were struggling to survive on less than $15,000 a year. You could have made $15 million today day trading. Look at this chart. Like at the end, this is the 5-minute TQQ chart from today.
Yeah.
So if you're on the 5-minute chart and you're just like, hey, if it's above the 20-day moving average, I'm long. Literally, this is your strategy. And when the RSI goes extreme, I sell half. And I move my stop to even. I just do this all day long. I mean, look at today. It was just smooth sailing, man.
Straight up.
Yeah, I cheated a little bit today. I'm going to be honest.
You broke your rules?
I did. I feel bad, too. I made money, though. That's what makes it worse. I don't know.
That's how you made so much money today?
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, the numbers were pretty high.
Yeah, I went crazy.
I was like, I guess it was just that easy.
No, here's the 1 minute. And we got lots of rollover,
Yeah.
So today what I was doing is right on the stage one, like, okay, say that hit, especially if that was a good candle. And then we got up, that's a nice move. And then I was buying like, say 500 shares. And then dude, as soon as it hit that 7 RSI, you see like that right there, I was closing the whole thing out. And I just wait for the next setup. And so you would get that full run there instead of like, how and then it pulls back and you get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were just selling the whole thing.
The whole thing. And then if it came down and then like broke, like, you know, that, I would put a stop here and I'd get long again. As soon as it hit it, I'd just close the whole thing. Dude, look at this. Now, I'm pretty sure it was just a fluke day like today. And then remember I said if it drops and comes back, I get in and put a stop on it. It hit it again, close the whole thing. So I would buy like 500 or 1,000 shares and close the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then same thing. Like I'd buy, look at this. Close the whole thing. Close the whole thing. Look at that doji. Soon as it hits. Doji, soon as it hits. But obviously our strategy, you know, we stay with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Close it each time.
Yeah, and it would be right at the high. Like that doesn't happen normally. So I'm not saying it was any of my own talent. It just was what it was. And then I was doing. Let me pull up GameStop.
And you were doing Uber too.
And Uber. Uber was just in the last, but GameStop, I'm on the 5 minute. And I was doing the same thing. Like I would buy a bunch. So the doji came, I expect a reversal. There's my thing. It would hit, and I'm like, out. Hold on, that wasn't the step. Yeah. So I'm only hitting the first one, then I'm totally out. And I don't know why I started doing this today, but I did. And then it would hit it, and I would just sell all of it. And then it broke out again. I got in and hit it. I sold all of it. And it literally every trade, like every trade worked. Like it was, you saw it. It was probably my biggest day trading.
It's just like a lucky, like great trading day.
Yeah. And it was like, well, I mean, I guess I had to be there to do it, right? Like so, but it was just
like, you capitalized on it too.
Right. And that's half the game, I think. All right. Dave Ramsey's saying everyone's broke. Warren Buffett is saying if you started like him at age 11, you wouldn't be fucking broke. Did I lose the Buffett article? Yeah. So Buffett has good advice. Like he says, start early.
Start at 11.
Right. He started buying stocks at 9. So he a little bit ahead of us. And then he stayed with that full time. He was full-time investor from age 9. And I got people that are like 35 and they're like, how little can I put in? and this dude's all in at 9, like 11. He's already got like 100. It was crazy numbers. And he just never stopped. Sure, by the way, 99% of his wealth after look at this part here though. This is what keeps me going. CEO earned 99% of his wealth after the age of 65. Did you know that, Dean? At age 50, Warren Buffett hit $1 million or $1 billion. And today's worth $133 billion.
It's the power of compounding.
Right. So the point is we have to keep me alive. So that
100%.
Right. So that I can do this. So at 80, it's going to be a lot. Well,
I mean, everyone hopes you're still alive at 80.
Everybody will be eating it. But then after 80, he still goes another 40. He's still going. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, Dan's like, fuck, dude. I was really hoping he was going around 72. He had a long life. I get the rest of the dividends, and then I enjoy 15 years at the beach. I know what's up, man. I already heard that. All right. Sorry, guys. This is GameStop. So today.
She knows how to get the dividends out, though, from the beach?
No.
Yeah, so.
Well, she can probably.
Not yet.
I was going to tell you, Dan, you're going to need a forensic stock. He's going to be like, what in the fuck is all this? TQ. And then we'll get to some longer terms. Adobe. We were talking about this earlier, and a couple of people helped research with me. And today we started researching Adobe. Yesterday we were working on Papa John's. And I'm going to be honest, after all the research, that company's just pretty shitty. But that doesn't mean it's not more valuable than it is. You can have shitty things that are more valuable than they're selling for. So you could buy a shitty house and then just flip it for a shitty profit. Like that's a thing. Adobe's a much better business than Papa John's. But I do think it has a lot of upside. All right, this is Adobe on the daily chart. It is trading way. There's no dividend, right?
No.
Dividend. Wow, but they have more cash than they owe on debt. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't. So, like, I wish I did. I owe more debt than I have cash. Now I have assets that'll cover it, but not. Now, technically, we're looking for confluence, right?
Yep.
The money flow trading system. So the RSI is in extreme. That's a check. We have, we're looking for sell-offs, and a sell-off is when price breaks below a box, below the 20-day moving average. That's what we got there. It didn't fall that far, but we have a bottom candle. What do we call that, Jess?
The anchor point?
Anchor point, right. And if you think of like a boat drawing an anchor, you can call I think most people call them pivot points, or in most strategies, you'll see like ABC strategies. I don't know if you probably never were. They're like boom, 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 and then they add I don't know. We call these stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then now you got the little fake out. And this is what hurts traders. A trader will just blow out right in here. Get stopped out. Well, if you're trying to trade alongside, you don't get back in until these moving averages come together and we get a box, which that one happened right there. You see that?
Yeah.
Nice. And then blew out again. So as a trader, you could have been stopped out of here twice. As a position trader, which is probably how I would play this, I'm gonna be honest. The more valuable it is, the more I want to just add.
Definitely a position trade.
Right. That's how I've done Uber. But if it's some shit like Papa John's, it needs to go or we get out. Just because the company's not that good. Now that we've researched it, in my opinion. Which also means it could be a hell of a turnaround. And they're looking for a CEO. So if the right CEO comes in. What were you gonna say?
That they pay a dividend too.
Yeah.
Papa John's.
They should stop that. And because they pay a dividend, if they stop it, they'll raise some money. So that's a good sign too. So if the right CEO came in, like the CFO is holding it down right now. And you never want the bean counter holding it down. They won't spend money on shit. So you see where this gap here, Adobe broke this?
Yep.
Yeah, that's an open gap. It's not, I don't know, man. I'm not a big gap person, but it does happen. But what we want to see, technical, we're going to look at the fundamentals in just a second, but technicals that, you see it moving sideways. That's the TSI indicator. If you use TradeView, I don't know if they have TSI. It's an indicator, came out after MACD histogram. It's by a guy named William Blue. It's very similar to MACD. It just has rolling signals. It's not bad. It's pretty accurate. I like to use the MACD histogram for momentum. So based on the slope, right now it's sloping up. Tells me the momentum to the downside is stopped. That's why we got an anchor point. And then I look for 4 bars and price to get above the 5-day. And this is picture perfect, right?
Yep.
Yeah, everything's set up. This is confluence, by the way. If you took your webinar, this is all I mean. And these don't mean for certain. Like there's still other things. Anyway, that's Adobe. And one way you could have done it, which is what I did today, because I'm awesome, and most of you probably are not, but if you are, you could have went to the 1 hour chart. This is what I did. Look at this. You got your little anchor, right? It jumps.
Yep.
I bought right on that doji there. And then boom on the price. So I dropped the money flow down 1 time frame. And I know a breakout here is going to be a solid stage 1 on the daily,
Yeah, so you just got the more precise entry by dropping down to the 1 hour.
Right. And that's what makes me badass, is that precise entry. That's a good way of saying it.
Yeah, you have a systematic approach
A
to
systematic approach.
entering precisely into the trade.
Right. So we're up a little, but then look at this. You see all this?
Yeah.
We're going to get stuck. Don't worry, D. We're going to go. Let me see. Our other researchers here. And it's hard for them to be, are we good? What's up? No, I said, yeah, we done close till 6. Okay. We're not running. We're going to go here shortly. Now you got me on YouTube arguing. What's that? Good for you. You see my new camera, Jen?
Yeah. We all got different angles of you now.
Yeah, it's for the people, not me.
Yeah, soon you gotta start showing your feet.
I know, but I should just put that one on there. That would be so funny. People would be like, "What in the fuck?" Just bare toes.
You just start getting like more followers.
Also, they got all these weird dudes following you on a. Hey guys, if you hit that QR code up there, you can get on our Substack where we talk about this. Did we do something with? You wrote something for Adobe, right? Did we?
Yeah, it's on Substack.
Oh, guys, if you subscribe to our Substack here, you're right on Adobe, man. So I'm constantly scanning stocks. One of the questions I get asked all the time is, how do you pick stocks? And it's like, well, I mean, how would you pick a football team? You start watching fucking football.
I also put at the end of the article like ways to get exposure to Adobe without buying the share.
Right. That would be what? ETFs, options.
Yeah, ETFs, options, or leveraged ETFs.
Yeah, hell yeah. But we don't have a 2X fund for it.
No, I didn't find anything on that.
That would be nice. Goddamn, dude. I wish they'd come out with one for Uber. Why don't they come out with an options income fund for Uber? Let's see.
Yeah, like why not?
I know. It moves around.
They don't have one for Dash, Airbnb, or Cart.
We need to try to get those guys on the podcast.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
They will. What did Dave Ramsey say? Like, let's see. 1 in 4 Americans over the age of 65 were struggling to survive with less than $15,000 a year. Okay.
It doesn't make it doesn't make us millennials sound as bad.
Right. You guys are awesome.
There's people older than us doing the same. Right. They're in the same spot.
You guys are discovering hacky sack. It's fucking on the hacky sack. Leading causes for this crisis, according to the report, include inadequacy of Social Security safety net. No shit. The decline in I don't even count Social Security. Like, if I get that, that's just going to fucking Bitcoin Cash.
Seriously, you shouldn't even be thinking about that.
Yeah, if I could get any kind of free money, that's what I would be doing with it.
Any free government money from the government.
Yes,
you should be.
If
you're like collecting unemployment, you should be putting it in Bitcoin Cash.
All in Bitcoin Cash. But look at this; it's breaking out now. And so, in all disclosure, I have futures contracts on Bitcoin Cash and hold sizable. I don't want to say size. I'm not a whale. It'd be like a minnow. We should start a Twitter. It's like the minnow of. I don't know what a whale in Bitcoin Cash would be because the market cap's only 9 billion. I think 11 billion. Is that true? Do you know? I'm gonna look. I should know that. This is embarrassing. I apologize, guys. She should know that. Let's see.
What's a whale?
In Bitcoin Cash. Do you know the market cap for Bitcoin Cash?
Not off the top of my head, no.
That's sad, dude. 9.7 billion. All right. Now let's look at this the stats we got here on where did I put that email? I lose it. Hey, do you remember the market cap? Adobe.
Oh my God.
Okay. Wow, you guys are crack researchers. Let's see.
We're fired.
You guys are killing the game. Let me tell you. She should know Bitcoin Cash, doesn't know that, and then you should know Adobe and don't know it. Let's see. Market cap 204 billion. 204 billion. Bitcoin Cash is 9.7 billion. We're only 88 billion short. So that's like the equivalent of it's like half the market cap of Ethereum. Not bad, but we both own it, right? In all disclosure, we both own Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah, I got 23 coins.
Yeah, and so I began buying shares in Adobe today. This is a trade for me, but the more I read on it, the more I like it. But these would be trading targets, and I'm sure the RSI is going to go extreme on there. If you really needed to hit it and get it, or you need money because you have a lower account, you could add a second RSI and make it a 14-day or a 7-day. That would be an option too.
Yeah, you could keep using the 1 hour chart like that, right?
Right. Let me put that on here. Oh, I'm fixing to wrap it up. So Dave Ramsey, what did he say? And after you read Dave Ramsey, I would go to thepetersreport.com and you'll see a wonderful picture of me. If you click subscribe report, it'll take you also to the Substack. But get on that. And anytime you want, just go to thepetersreport.com. I'm updating it all the time. I have literally no friends. How to make the most of your life. We talked about that, Warren Buffett. He said you got to start early. Now, let me give you an example. Average house in Miami right now, $575,000 according to Zillow. They tend to run a little high, but here Yahoo Finance says the average home sale price in 1963 was $19,000. Today, it's $197,000. So I bet if you go and do 119,000 times 5% and you compound it, get a compound, it's probably going to come pretty damn close to this number. So the point is assets appreciate. And one of those assets is stocks. You know, that's why I always say, if you want to get rich, man, you got to own either a business, stocks is a business, or you got to invest in real estate. And that's these here. Now, what we're talking about on these today was GameStop, and then in the NASDAQ is trading. And trading is a skill set. I mean, you got to learn it. And all it is that concept at time is fractal. So let me take this down. So trading this Bitcoin Cash, I'm doing that on a daily chart, end of day. Like, so, I mean, if I was trading it, I'd have a stop right here, and that's my target. And that's pretty fucking simple. Don't you think, Jess?
Yeah.
If you were trading it, if you would honor your stop, which most people can't, they'll be like, you take that loss. Being a trader is being a loser. You got to be able to lose and say, fuck it, next one. And you got to do that shit quick. You don't bullshit. So that the beautiful thing is you have all day. So today I took I think it was 211 trades of in and out. Not total, but it was by, 200, 200, 100, you know what I mean? And to have a $2,000 day, I felt pretty good about it.
You mean you were taking 200 shares at one time?
Yeah, but I would build it up to 1,000.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you're constantly in and out, in and out. You know what I mean? Like I'd be out, completely out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so total is 200 and something. Yeah, I love this setup here, but that's Bitcoin Cash, and I really like that. If you're in the money flow, you're in our Discord. Go to the MFG Trade Ideas. You can get that, and hey, vote for it. It's on stock charts. So I have this set up in our charts. You can see it there. I'm gonna update a lot of this later tonight. I got to clean this up a bit. And Bitcoin. And I'm in futures contracts on both and own the coins. We covered Adobe. I think that was good enough. And Buffett said start at age 9, and Ramsey said, what did he say what do you do next? Hold on. What did Ramsey say we got to do? Oh, he said avoid a mortgage. Yeah, that's it. Live under. Do not go into retirement with a mortgage. Well, fuck, bro. If they didn't have a mortgage, they probably, come on. Pay off your mortgage and then start investing, he says, for the next 5 years is basically what Ramsey's big plan is. I'm wrapping up.
I get caught in another rainstorm.
You're not. Wow. You guys see what I deal with? Wow. The market is never closed. Money never sleeps. Hold on. Let me pull that back. I don't think you even watched the market today, did you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you jammed out today. That's what we call in the Army when you didn't really do shit, but you acted like you did.
I watched it on my phone.
Okay. That's good.
I got stock charts on my phone.
Right. That's how you stay in touch. And sometimes I wear an earbud and I'm listening to the shit. I trade in the car. This is the TMF. This triple bonds. We're long that. That looks good. Bitcoin's running. The only of the Dow stage 1, S&P's breaking out. Qs are breaking out. The only one that's not, man, is oil. So fuck oil. That's what I say right now. Fuck oil. Fuck Exxon. Even though I own a bunch. Yeah, look, put 10 at Doji though. You see that?
Yep.
And look down here at that one. Look at it. See a perfect one. But we needed to get over the 5, so we got time. Very cool, man.
I think there was another Doji and cart.
Was there in cart? Oh, hold on. No. We'll look at that one and then we'll get out of here. Cart. Yep, look at that. Dude, that's going up, dude. Look at that. I'll update that. That pisses me off. I should have bought more. I have a nice position in cart. We caught that at the beginning, so that's good stuff. You have some cart?
Yes.
All right.
I was gonna buy some today, but
I know there's a lot of things I was going to buy. That was day trade. Like
I went with Uber.
So I didn't.
Yeah, I went with Uber. I pushed my Defiance dividends and trimmed AppU for Uber.
That was a good move. I need to buy some too, even though it's my largest position. I appreciate you coming on, Jess.
Appreciate you having me.
Other than they need to go, if you click the QR code or just go to thepetersreport.com, you can get on our Substack. And you can trade us. Come trade the stock market with us, right? Right? I mean, Money Flow Gang.
Right, yeah. I would just get on the Substack.
Yeah,
there's like educational stuff, mindset stuff, articles too.
Right.
And then every Sunday we send out the plan for the week.
Homework.
Even though it can change, but we still have a plan every Sunday.
Right. And they can change. Absolutely.
There's always a trade of the week.
I appreciate you coming on. And we'll have them vote if you guys want her to come back on.
Thanks for having me.
If you don't want her to, let me know that too, and I won't.
Yeah, let us know.
See you later.
Finally break
all right,
through,
guys. You guys be good.
Reach the top of that mountain you've been clawing towards. The view is more beautiful than you can imagine. There's no greater joy than looking back on the path you traveled and feeling immense pride at how far you've come. At the strength and perseverance you had to